You are an incredible, capable, powerful creator. But if that's true, why does it feel so damn hard to fully step into yourself? Well, because from the moment we're born, we're taught to dim our light by society, by our parents, by our peers. We get so many messages that make us doubt ourselves. And the way that they make us doubt ourselves is by having us shave down, suppress, or hide pieces of ourselves to fit in better, to be prettier, more accepted, to get the promotion. We think that in order to succeed and get the rewards that come with being accepted, we have to cut off parts of ourselves. So, in order to fully embody your inherent powerful creator self, you have to reintegrate the parts of yourself that you've been shoving down or shutting off. And shadow work is how we do this, how we take our power back. So, in the practice of shadow work, what you're doing is you're finding and connecting with those parts of yourself that you've been abandoning, basically. And you're saying to them, hey, I see you, I acknowledge you, I validate your presence. And by doing that, you start to build a little more trust and they start coming back. Let's take an example that comes up a lot. The inner child. So if you've ever done inner child work, you know it's like working with an actual child. You can't just run up to a strange child and say, hey, we're besties now. Come with me. Hopefully. They're not going to trust you. They're going to hide. They're going to run away, whatever it is. And the parts of yourself that have been abandoned, they're like that child. They don't know you. And they're hurt because you push them away for whatever reason. So it takes a little bit of time to develop trust. It takes some gentle coaxing. It's kind of like befriending a wild animal, which I know is a dream of all of ours. You know, it's a very gentle process. And then by doing that and bringing those parts of yourself in, you become more whole. You become more wholly attached to every aspect of yourself, and you're going to have so much more life, so much more energy, so much more vibrancy and joy. Okay, let's take all of the anger that you've been stuffing down as an example. So if you're someone who doesn't let yourself get angry, you're like, no, I'm not going to be like my dad. I'm not going to get angry. When you hide that part of yourself away, you are cutting yourself off from this like super powerful part of yourself that can get beautifully, righteously pissed off at someone. Because one, it's part of the human nature, and two, sometimes people need that, you know? Like if someone does something that's truly fucking terrible, it's in everyone's best interest for you to get mad at that. That's just one example. There are thousands of things that we cut ourselves off from. Um, oh, super common, biggest block I see with my clients is this suppressing the part of yourself that you think is too loud or too much. Okay, so you've been suppressing that part of yourself, and then you get a really good idea. Are you going to go fully express that idea, shout it to the rooftops? No. You are gonna shut it down. You are gonna stuff it way down. You're not gonna share it with anyone. Or maybe you get a little excited. You start to work on it, and then right before it's done, you say, no, 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 never mind. I can't do this. And it never gets finished. It never gets shared with anyone. So, by really directly working with the part of yourself that you have deemed too much and loving her and accepting her, you gain her superpower. And suddenly you can share those big ideas without shame. And they are so fucking magnetic because they're coming from an authentic you, a true you, a whole you, instead of a watered down version. So basically, shadow work makes your art better. Okay, but you get it. And shadow work isn't about fixing yourself. You're not broken. It's about remembering who you are. It's about reclaiming the parts of you that were forced into hiding and then stepping into your full unfiltered power. So if you've been waiting for a sign to do this work, this is it. Okay, that's all I have for today. But if you want more on this, I talk about it all the time. So make sure you're following me on here. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. I'll link that in the comments. And comment below. Let me know which part of this video stood out to you the most, which part of it like activated you the most. Cool. Okay. Do that, and I'll see you soon.